मैट्रिक्स में लटकते, कब तक हम रहेंगे सर पटकते।
अब वेदांतु देगा प्रॉब्लम से छुटकारा।
Hi kids!
समझ आएगा तो मजा आएगा, मजा आएगा तो समझ आएगा। बढ़िया टीचर्स प्रॉब्लम्स चुटकी में सुलझाएंगे, डाउट सारी जिंदगी से
Raj, I got your doubt. This is your answer.
समझ आएगा तो मजा आएगा, मजा आएगा तो
Vedantu. Learn live online. To attend a free live class, download the
Good evening, students. Namaste and welcome back after a break. This is Ambika, Master Teacher of Biology at Vedantu. How are you all? Yes. Hi, Anand, Rajkumar. Hello, Shagun. Yes. Hello, Abhishek. Hi, Vinayak. Yes, that's what. For 3 days, I was very sick. I had a very bad allergy. So I am recovering from it. That's why, like Monday, I think Monday and Tuesday, I managed to do it. But after that, I did not manage to do the motivation session also. But you will be able to see me again regularly, hopefully from today, tomorrow, continuing. Yes. Hello, Neha. Fine, but preparations are not going good. What happened, Anand? Yes, thank you, Ayush. Thanks a lot. Okay. Yes. This time it was not a throat allergy. Last time it was an allergy with my respiratory tract itself. So I couldn't even talk. This time it was a different allergy. It was a skin allergy which was very bad. So now I'm almost 98% fine. Yes. Hello, Prakhar. Okay, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Oh, take care, Anand. Yes. Thank you, Vinayak. Yes, I have almost recovered completely. Thanks a lot for all your love and support, guys. Anand, you also please do take care. All of you, at this point, it's important to take care of your health. Okay. Yes, Ayush. Thank you very much, Neha. Hi, Saurav, Aniket. It's important, yeah, like I was saying, let me not drop it off from there. It's important to take care of your health. From my own experience, as a student, now as a teacher also, it's important. It's a very crucial time in your life. I think my health and your health are equally important for both of us. So take care of yourself. Do not eat much of the junk food. Do not eat out much. Eat home food as much as possible. Eat very healthy food. I have been telling you in my motivational videos what are the best foods that you can eat for your brain. Okay, and everything. Gajanan, cough. Are you telling me that you have a cough? Oh, everyone has issues, is it? Neha, Gajanan, cough, tonsillitis, cold and cough. Thandi hai, Aditya. Yes, I actually like winters. I mean, Bangalore, of course, compared to North India, the winter is very less harsh. So I can understand in the northern parts of India how it would be. But anyway, stay warm, stay safe, drink a lot of hot water, drink a lot of fluids, stay away from pollution as much as possible, especially people living in cities like Delhi, Chennai, Bangalore, Cochin, all these highly populated cities. Be very careful. Yes. Exactly. Okay. Exactly, yeah. Mumbai is not that severe. I agree. Delhi, I think, is a little bad. Okay. Take care, guys. As I said, saline gargling. I taught you in osmosis. Saline gargling can be very effective in drawing all the water from your bacterial cells which have been giving you that sore throat. If it's a bacterial infection, it will give you a lot of benefit. And you also get these, gargling solutions these days, medicated gargling solutions like iodine-based solutions, which you can get at the supermarket. Those of you who have a bad cold and those of you who have a bad throat, please make use of such things. Yes. We shall definitely get started. As always, I would love to get started with a positive quote. This is what I want to tell you. Now, life is 10% what happens to us and 90% how we react to it. Wow, what a saying, right? It's true for all of us, not just for students, not just for children or just for adults. It's true for all of us. In fact, things just keep happening around us, but how we perceive things depends on what our thinking capacity is like for each person is very, very different. So for each person, how you take everything that comes to you, everything that happens to you is completely what determines the 90%. So do not judge yourself, do not judge others. Let's forget being judgmental in life at all. Everyone has their plus points and weak points. So let's just accept everything, be very, very healthy and happy human beings and coexist in this world. Okay, guys? Yes. Okay, and do not forget to download Vedantu's learning app, guys. We have a lot of amazing content out there, and the micro courses which we have been talking about now, because especially because it's exam time, many of you might want help with specific chapters, maybe not all. So make use of all that we have available for you. Micro courses are available at a very, very cheap price. You can make use of this code AMMIC to avail a very, very good discount, chapter wise, in which you can learn from our expert teachers, and you can get your doubts cleared, all your assignments done, all your session test papers or chapter test papers done, everything of that chapter until you master that chapter. Yes, Neha. Okay, and of course we also have launched something called the crash course, especially because it's exam time. Now it's the month of December, guys. So I keep talking about timetables and all of that, but those of you who don't know where to start, how to go about things, please make use of the crash course that we have. This will be a full revision, a thorough syllabus revision of all your major subjects. We also have test series, doubt solving, assignments, all of them. You can make use of the code AMCC to avail a close to 50% discount. Yes. And that again will include all your chapters in your respective board. Okay, so do not miss any of this. Do join our Telegram group now using the link that's been given to you. And very, very, very importantly, hit the like button right now before we get started. Yes, Nitin, we will definitely start. Okay. Hit the like button. We can always keep you motivated and make sure that with your cooperation also, both of us can finally succeed together in your exams. Now remember, we had a homework question. Yes. Hello, Farida made that giraffes, they were initially short-necked animals. They just tried to stretch out their necks, and with every generation, the inheritance of the longer neck, the slightly longer neck got acquired by the subsequent generations. Eventually, after many, many generations, giraffes became the long-necked ones that we know about today. Everyone just told Lamarck to mind his own business. His theory was not at all making sense. Auguste Weismann, in fact, disproved it also. Again, Charles Darwin explained it in a much more sensible manner through his theory of natural selection. This was exactly my question. Now, giraffes initially, they were short-necked animals. Gradually, ground vegetation began to vanish, began to become very, very scarce. So what did they do? They gradually began to stretch their lengths to reach out for food from the taller trees. Giraffes, of course, some human beings are tall, some are short, some are fat, some are thin. Same way, in animals also there can be a lot of variations. Giraffes that were relatively taller could manage to survive because they could depend on the food from the trees or food from slightly higher bushes. And that way, all the very, very short-necked giraffes gradually vanished because they were starving to death. They literally starved to death. And that way, gradually, only long-necked giraffes survived, and obviously their children also ended up being long-necked. Yes, we will certainly start, but yes, MCQ series for ICSE, I will keep it in mind. Okay, so do not keep rushing to get into our chapter for the day. We will definitely get started, but this is also important because this chapter is also part of your syllabus. So as I told you last time, I couldn't discuss this homework question basically because too many of you had given me answers. Finally, I just had to pick up some answer. I have picked 3 answers from all of them. Yes, I saw that many of you, whoever gave me the answer, had written the answer, but without much reference to how natural selection actually could be applied to this. These three actually have explained it. Ayush, Srivastava, Basanta and Divyansh. Great job, guys. You have explained in very, very simple language, and you have also explained it especially with reference to Darwin's theory of natural selection. Okay, so great job, all of you. Please keep up the same josh. Today again I will be giving you a homework question. Yes, so with that you should be able to tell me. I would really love to hear from every one of you who have been attending this session with me. And with that, let us get started with a brand new chapter. Back to plants again. We were talking about plants at some point of time. Then we went to evolution because all of you wanted a class on that. Now we are back to plants. Yes, that is a beautiful plant in the soil. We all know plants are very, very important for our planet. Why is it the case? Even we depend heavily on plants, not just for food, for a lot of other things. Most importantly, yes, I've already started, Farida. Please pay attention to the class. Yes, most importantly, plants generate oxygen, which is a life-sustaining gas. You are not late, Khushi. We are just getting started. So never mind. Yes, oxygen, exactly, Neha. Oxygen is the life-sustaining gas, which is released by plants. But how is it that they manage to do this? How is it that they release oxygen? Human beings can't do that. Animals can't do that. They can't generate oxygen. We can't generate oxygen. We will understand about all of that in today's session. Of course, you've been hearing this from your lower grades. Yes, for the next few minutes, I will be focusing very, very less on the chats, guys. Pay attention to what we are discussing in class so that your quiz becomes easier, your homework becomes easier, everything becomes very, very smooth. Okay, guys? All good? Okay, yes. So, leaves. As you saw in the previous plants do have a lot of organs, but leaves will be our VIP organ for this particular chapter, and that is because they are the site for a very, very crucial process in the plants. We will understand that very soon. Structure or a cross section of the leaf would look something like this. There are palisade cells, there are mesophyll cells, there are stoma, the guard cells, all of which we have discussed in the chapter transpiration. Of course, chloroplasts. Inside a plant cell, you would find an organelle which is called chloroplast. Yes, this is that organelle. This is a chloroplast inside a plant cell, and that is zoomed in and magnified, and you see it something like this. Let us first understand what a chloroplast would look like. Okay, roughly it would look like this. Okay. Yes. It looks like what always comes to my mind is when I look at the structure of chloroplast, stacks of coins, you know, currency coins, which are like stacked up together, the same coins stacked up together to form towers or buildings, something like that. Anyway, one single coin that I'm talking about in the stack is a structure that we call thylakoid. These terms are very, very important. Yeah, it does look like a green apple's cross section. Yeah, imagine how far, how deep the scientist would have gone while he studied the structure of this, because plant cell itself is microscopic. Inside that chloroplast is a very, very tiny organelle. To take a section of that and understand its structure, hats off to the people who have studied the structures of all of these, and we know about them today. Okay, thylakoid. And different thylakoids, many thylakoids are stacked one on top of the other to form a bundle which is called granum. Okay, stacks of thylakoids form one granum. Okay, and granum is singular, grana is plural. Okay, and then different grana, you can see different stacks are connected together by a structure called lamella, which is singular again. Lamellae would be plural. Yes, and then the just like the cytoplasm inside a cell, every organelle would also have a fluidy substance inside its wall, inside its membrane. Similarly, the chloroplast also has a fluidy medium inside it, which is called stroma. And of course, it's a double-layered membrane. So it has the outer membrane and it has the inner membrane also. This is basically the structure of a chloroplast. Okay, guys, once again, outer membrane, inner membrane. We have the fluidy medium, which is called the stroma, one single coin-like structure, which is called the thylakoid, which are stacked up on each other to form a bundle, which is called granum. Okay, many grana are found inside a chloroplast. Okay, and adjacent grana are connected together using structures called lamellae. Okay, yes, all right. And now let's go ahead and look at what it actually looks like. What I showed you earlier was to make it easier for you, not to scare you, because I wanted to give you something simple. Like somebody said, it did look like a section of a green apple, so that it would look appealing to you, a little interesting to you. This is what it would look like in reality. But if you were to draw it in your exam, obviously the other one would be easier to learn from. Okay? Yes. This is what the reality is. The same thing. The color looks a little different. The texture looks a little different. That's about it. Yeah, looks slightly robotic, definitely. Little bit of Photoshop must have been used. Okay, all right. Now we come to the process, which is the title of the chapter itself, photosynthesis. Why did we talk about the chloroplast? That is because this very, very important process of the plants happens inside the chloroplast. Yes? So you can define photosynthesis this way. It's a series of chemical reactions that uses the energy of sunlight, okay, to convert carbon dioxide and water into sugar molecules, producing oxygen in the process. This is roughly what I have written as a sentence here. Exactly. Photosynthesis takes place in the chloroplast. Carbon dioxide and water combine together in the presence of sunlight to form sugars and release oxygen as a byproduct. This is why this oxygen, which is released as a byproduct, is used by all other organisms on the planet to sustain their own life. Imagine if there was no greenery in the world, no photosynthesis would happen. So no oxygen would be there. All of us would just cease to exist. Yes, this is exactly what I have written, and to chemically represent it as an equation, understand this. Okay, light energy plus carbon dioxide plus water, okay, gives you sugars and oxygen. Extremely important. Exactly, Ayush, you've been studying from 3rd standard. ICSE, yes, from 3rd standard. CBSE, at least from 4th or 5th, definitely. Yes, okay. So light energy, keep this in mind. Carbon dioxide, water are the raw materials, and in the presence of chlorophyll, they can form sugars and release oxygen in the process. Let us look at this in a little more biochemical manner. Yes, carbon dioxide, and this is a balanced equation, a completely balanced equation, which is why the 6 is all there, the 6 CO2, 6 H2O and the 6 O2. Okay, check if everything is tallying. It is a completely balanced equation. Okay, carbon dioxide, which the plant takes from outside, combines with water. This is why it's important to water plants through photosynthesis in the presence of chlorophyll and the presence of sunlight, of course, solar energy would form, I told you it's sugars. What sugar? Sugars are basically carbohydrates biochemically. And the simplest carbohydrate known to us, one of the simplest carbohydrates known to man is glucose, C6H12O6. Very, very, very important to remember. And oxygen is released as a byproduct. Okay, that's about it. This is all about the overview of photosynthesis. Yes, events do take place in photosynthesis, which we will be discussing in the next session because it's a little complex compared to the other topics in the chapter. So for now, just understand the overview of the process. Yes, now let's look at the adaptations of the leaf. Why is it that It's only the leaf which can which can carry out photosynthesis. Let's look at what are the special features of the leaf which makes it an eligible candidate for photosynthesis. The very first point, leaves have got a large surface area compared to many other plant body parts. Of course, desert plants have narrow leaves, but then for them it's important to conserve water. That is why they have narrow leaves, so that transpiration doesn't occur much. Yes, large leaf surface area, as you can see. Secondly, arrangement of the stem, leaves and branches in a plant is such that maximum light falls on them. Maximum light falls on the leaf. Especially, leaves are usually in this manner, horizontally to face the sun. Stem and everything else usually is random and irregular and sometimes vertical also. Yes, leaves are usually arranged such that sunlight can maximally fall on them. Yes. Third point, network of veins for rapid transport of substances. Of course, we know what veins are. Not the bluish veins that we see in our wrist, not the blue veins that we see in our body. Veins are present in leaves also. These structures, these lines that you see, they are the veins. What do they help in? They help in transport. They help in rapid transport so that the synthesized food can be given to other parts of the plant, and water and anything else that needs to be transported to and from the leaves can also get transported much faster than if it did not have veins. Okay? Yes, guys. Next adaptation or next feature of leaves, distribution of stomata such that effective and rapid exchange of gases can occur. Obviously, what exchange of gases are we talking about? In photosynthesis, yes, in photosynthesis, which gas is taken in and what is given out? Who is going to tell me the answer for that? Obviously, only the people who are paying attention to what I'm saying will be able to answer this. People who are spamming will not be able to answer. Tell me what is taken in first and tell me what is given out. Aditya, you have given me the answer correctly. Captain BBQ, you have given me the order ulta. Okay. Carbon dioxide is given out, carbon dioxide is taken in and oxygen is given out in the case of photosynthesis. Exactly. Yes. What is the process in which oxygen is taken in? Whether it's an animal, plant or whatever, what do you call the process in which? No problem, Captain. I feel so awkward to call you Captain, but anyway, probably you like it that way, so I don't mind. Respiration. Debayan, you have said it right. Respiration, exactly, Captain. Yes, respiration wherein oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out. In plants also, now listen to me children, this is very, very important to understand because it's a common misconception that photosynthesis is the only thing that happens in plants. Respiration happens only in animals, but that's not the case. Plants, for photosynthesis, they take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen, but in plants also, respiration involves intake of oxygen and giving out of carbon dioxide, just like human beings, just like any other living organism. So plants have both of these processes happening, photosynthesis and respiration. Okay? Exactly. Yes. Okay. And now coming to the fifth adaptation, which is presence of more number of chloroplasts in the upper surface of the leaves. Why is it the case? This is so that the chloroplast is the organelle which contains the pigment chlorophyll. And because of that, the more it is exposed to sunlight, the better will be the efficiency of photosynthesis. Because of that, upper layers of the leaves do have more chloroplast as compared to the lower layers of the leaves. And one last adaptation is leaves are thin. If you compare the leaves to the stem or any other part of the plant, they are generally very, very thin, like a blade. We call this the leaf blade, right? See, it's labeled as the blade itself. This is because it has to facilitate the distance between adjacent cells so that materials can be transported much faster. To facilitate that, leaves have been made very, very thin by nature. Clear, everyone? Exactly, so that it can absorb sunlight. And now let's come to the quiz time. Okay? Yes, today is a very, very short session. Let's see who is going to be. Yes, let's see. Exactly, some leaves there will be exceptions, but generally compared to other parts of the plant like the bark, the stem and all of that, leaves are generally the thinnest comparatively. Okay? All right. Yes. Thank you, Arish, and good. Okay? Not bahut din, 3 din. Actually, for 3 days I was not there. That's all. Okay, so let's get started with the quiz time. Very first question. This was asked in 2015, so pay a little more attention, okay? Individual flattened stacks of membranous structures inside the chloroplast. What do you call them? I am good, Soumya. Please focus on the quiz, all of you. All discussions after that. Yes, C, somebody says A, C, B. Okay, I've got all answers, but majority I can see are saying C, which is exactly the correct answer. Remember those coins, they are called thylakoids. A stack of coins or a stack of thylakoids is the structure which we call granum, grana in plural. Very good. Most of you have said it is thylakoid. Okay. Next question, the gas released during photosynthesis. Tell me the answer to that. Oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen. Do you think it's both A and B? Gas released during photosynthesis. A. I can say C also somewhere. A, B, somebody said B. Okay, somebody says D. All right, let's look at the answer. The correct answer is oxygen. Only oxygen is given out in photosynthesis. Next question. Chlorophyll is present in the dash of chloroplasts. Okay? Let's see if you know this. I have not mentioned this directly in today's session, but somewhere indirectly I've told you this. Let's see how many of you have carefully listened or you know from your earlier knowledge. Okay, somebody says E also. I have not given an option E. Okay, so anyway. Yes, this is scrolling very, very fast. C. Somebody says A. All right, C is by majority of you, which is absolutely right. In fact, the thylakoid membranes, more specifically, would be where chlorophyll is present inside the chloroplast. Great job, guys. Great job. And we have another question. Which of these is not an adaptation of leaves for photosynthesis? Yes. Have a look at all the options. I will move out for some time. Yes, guys. A, D, C. Soumya says C. A. Okay. I will show you the answer in 3, 2, 1 second and your time is up. Thick leaves. Which of these is not an adaptation of leaves for photosynthesis? Large surface area, broad leaves, chloroplasts more in the upper layers of the leaf. All of these we have seen, but we discussed that leaves are generally thin as compared to other parts of the plant. Right? Thick leaves are not an adaptation for photosynthesis. Yes, Rabia. Okay? And because of that, that becomes our answer. So, with that, I give you the homework question for today. Yes, Himanshu, no issues. You can watch the replay. Yes. Why is it not advisable to sleep under a tree at night? Of course, in fairy tales, in Indian folk stories, our grandmothers, our parents would have told us the traveler was going through a forest. He decided to spend the night under a tree. All of that. But in fact, scientifically, it's been proven that it's not advisable to sleep under the tree for a certain reason. Grandmothers and grandfathers may say it's because of ghosts which haunt the trees, but scientifically that's not been proven. There is some other reason. Not just in the chat box, guys. I would love to see all your answers in the comment section below or on my email. Do not forget to send it to me. I would love to see what kind of answers you can come up with. Do not forget to join me in the next session also. Do remember to hit the like button right now, guys. If you have enjoyed today's session, share it with all your friends so that they can also benefit from the sessions that we have. Of course, tomorrow and day after we won't be having. Monday, I will meet you again next at the same time. Subscribe to the channel 9th and 10th so that you don't miss out on any of our daily schedules and you can attend whatever session you would like to take a class on. Yes, guys. And of course, as I said, I would love to hear from you, either your answers for the homework question or any feedback from your side regarding today's session, any suggestion about sessions for the future at ambika.gopalakrishnan@vedantu.com. Well, yes, evolution is done, Soumya. Yes. Reproductive system is also done, Amandeep. So please go ahead and watch the replay. And on Monday, we shall be continuing this chapter. So do not miss the session because we will be discussing the relatively most complex topic in your ICSE 10 syllabus, which was all about the technical details of the process of photosynthesis, the light reaction and the dark reaction, which many of you find difficult to understand. Let's see how we can learn that very, very easily within a very short time. Okay, guys, so I will see you again on Monday. And until we meet again, this is Ambika signing off. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.